Hello, everyone, and good evening to you all. My name is Felton Parker. Today is Thursday, August 15th, 2024. As always, each day is a wonderful day to be blessed by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And I sincerely hope you folks have a truly blessed and wonderful Thursday. What I have for you guys in tonight's video is a list of all the National Day holidays from my National Day calendar segment. That includes my featured National Day holiday, my National Day calendar holiday. Also tonight in my weather segment, I will let you all know exactly what we're expecting for tomorrow, which is Friday, the upcoming weekend, and also through much of next week. I will also have the very latest with Hurricane Ernesto in my weather segment. So without further ado, let's get things started here on this Thursday night with my featured National Day calendar holiday. Today, of course, was National Relaxation Day. That's my featured National Day holiday for tonight. On this day, National Relaxation Day encourages us to slow down and unwind. It's a day to focus on taking care of ourselves and take a moment to relax. National Relaxation Day is an important day as we all need a break from the fast-paced and often hectic lifestyles we live. Taking time to recuperate and rejuvenate our tired minds and bodies may help prevent many health risks too. Like the founder of this day suggested, too much work can make us sick, run down, tired, and that is just wrong. But he was right. It has been proven that stress can be harmful to our health, both mentally and physically. Most doctors will agree that finding ways to relax and finding ways to reduce stress will improve overall health. So what is your favorite relaxation activity? Reading a book, fishing with a friend, a picnic in the park, walking along the beach, taking a drive in the country, spa, golfing, photography, a movie, window shopping, lunch with friends, drink with friends, watching sports, swimming, dinner with family, whatever makes you relax. Social media would not be necessarily recommendable because when you're trying to take time to recuperate and relax your mind, what you do not want to do is get yourself overwhelmed and stressed out with all the posts that you see if you're on social media. If you're under a lot of stress and you're on social media, that can make you even more stressful, especially with all the negativity we're facing in the world, and also what some of your friends and colleagues may be posting, and you just may not be necessarily interested. Also, another day to relieve stress is, do you like to listen to music? Or do you like to? I just mentioned, do you like to listen to music? So whatever stresses you out, there are multiple ways to help you relax and take your time to recuperate, to reevaluate your mind. So watching sports, like maybe with football season around the corner, maybe it's time that you and a friend, you and some members of your family, you and a friend can head out to a football game. There are many different ways to help you relax, or maybe eat a healthy, well-balanced meal. Those are just a few of the many possible relaxation ideas that you may want to use to celebrate this holiday. And one of these I have suggested was listening to music, or there are so many ways that can help a person relax to reevaluate his or her mind. To observe this, take a deep breath, unwind while viewing your favorite TV show or your favorite movie, or listen to music from your favorite artist, whether the song is new or old, or just find a quiet spot in the park and enjoy the summer breeze. Even though it was a very hot day for us today, use hashtag National Relaxation Day to post on social media and spread the word. Sean Moeller founded National Relaxation Day in 1985 as a fourth grader. In an interview with Valerie Monson in the Des Moines Register Sean suggested people shouldn't do anything of real value. Cleaning and real work are not part of relaxation. So you do not want to do too much to stress to get yourself all worked up and stressed out over nothing. Yes, it is understandable that we do have busy lives. And good evening to you. Good evening to you, Aisha. Good evening. How are you doing? How was your day today? So it is good to find some sort of activity to do to help. Says none of us wants to be stressed out. None of us, because it's understandable that we all get busy. We all, with work and with kids starting back school. Parents can be a lot more stressed out than ever before with school starting back up. Parents seem to be more and more busy than ever before because they have to take time to deal with their child. And of course, children get involved with sports and all sorts of activities involved after school. So parents have to get involved. How was your day today? And of course, parents have to get involved with what is happening with his or her child at his or her school. So that can add up to a, of course, parents out there, they do the best for their kids. They work to find ways to make a decency for themselves. So no person should ever overwork themselves just because. We all get stressed out. Of course, we like to take time and relax, or maybe another suggestion is just to take naps to relieve stress and watch a favorite TV show or watch a favorite movie. With today's phones, people tend to with today's technology, with people either on their tablets or on their phones, and go to YouTube and find a favorite show or watch their favorite video or favorite show or favorite movie, and just access that and download an app, especially if it's one of those streaming apps. So that's what helps a person relax. They take their mind off of stress and the ongoing pressures of everyday life. To reduce stress at work, here's a suggestion. The American Psychological Association reminds several tips for lowering stress at work. Similar to how we approach stress in our personal lives, it's important to know what causes our stress. Once we know what these triggers are, we can develop ways to reduce our stress response. Taking deep breaths, stretching, reducing our workloads, or even speaking to our supervisor can improve the kinds and amount of stress at work. In turn, we can learn to relax more easily. We are fairly confident that you can rule out President of the United States. However, doing something you love improves your job satisfaction. For example, working in an environment that is relaxing to you will be less stressful. If you don't love the outdoors, but you spend most of your workday outdoors, you might find your job more stressful than someone who loves the outdoors. So it's a matter of perspective. Because we don't want anyone to get overwhelmed just because they're bummed out and they're undecided of what to do in the future. So not only was today National Relaxation Day, today also was National Hazy IPA Day, National Leathercraft Day, and also today was National Lemon Meringue Pie Day. Here on this Thursday. It is hard to imagine the weekend is almost here. And I know you folks may or may not necessarily want to hear about this, but the National Weather Service is under an excessive heat warning. That goes into effect so we have been under a heat advisory through much of the week. So we've had heat advisories in effect Tuesday, Wednesday, and of course today, which is Thursday. So because of the dangerously hot and hot and dry and very humid conditions. We are now under an excessive heat warning and heat advisory in effect. So it is, all in all, we're dealing with excessive heat across the area, and with once again temperatures reaching the triple digits and the heat index value surpassing the triple digits. So if you thought today was hot, just wait until you see how hot we're looking the next few days. But on the bright side, I do have some rain chances in the forecast. I'll let you know about those. I will let you know about those in a few minutes from now. An excessive heat warning is in effect for the majority of the Arctic tomorrow, as heat index values are expected to climb above 110 degrees. A heat advisory is in effect for the remaining portions of Deep East Texas, as heat indices should be between 105 and 109 degrees. The warning and advisory will be in effect until 8 p.m. in the evening. That's 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. So, in the excessive heat warning, that means dangerously hot conditions are expected with heat index values of 110 degrees or higher. Heat advisory, that means heat index values will range between 105 and 109 degrees. So here's some safety actions to practice. Heat exhaustion or heat stroke will be likely so here's some safety actions. Heat exhaustion or heat stroke will be likely with prolonged exposure. Drink plenty of fluids, limit outdoor activity, stay in an air-conditioned room, and check on pets and vulnerable people. Know the signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion and heat stroke. So this heat is definitely something we need to pay attention to. So if you must be outside, please remember to take frequent breaks and also make sure you're drinking plenty of water. So please do your part to limit your time outdoors as much as possible, because this heat is seen to be extremely dangerous. Another muggy night is in store as lows fall only into the middle to upper 70s, possibly not even falling below 80 degrees at some sites. So, and of course your averages and records for this day, Thursday, August 15th. Normal high is 95, normal low is 73. 105 will be the record high set on this date back in 1881. 60 degrees is the record low set on this date back in 2004. So again, for the vast majority of the Arctic Region is under an excessive heat warning that goes all the way out to all parts of Arkansas and southeast Oklahoma, and basically all of northern Louisiana, and also some parts of western Mississippi, and it goes all the way into portions of central and north central of north and east Texas. But the heat advice, that's an excessive heat warning, is in effect all the way from north and east Texas, southeast Oklahoma, all of Arkansas, all of northern Louisiana, and portions of western Mississippi. A heat advisory is in effect elsewhere, including some parts of southern Oklahoma, deep east Texas, and portions of central and south, and portions of central Louisiana. So the heat will be dangerous all over. Of course, what you're seeing here, we're actually seeing a small cluster of a random shower that's south of Alexandria. Other than our immediate area, we're all quiet, with the exception of portions of east central or south of Alexandria along 49 South is what you're seeing. In the regional weather, we're seeing we're seeing quite a bit of activity developing. A severe thunderstorm outbreak is in effect in some portions of mostly central Oklahoma, and also some portions of south central and eastern Missouri, and also along the Ohio River Valley in Kentucky, and portions of Illinois and Indiana. And coming down south, there's a wave of showers and storms taking place in portions of central of southeast Louisiana, from Baton Rouge to along portions of southeastern Louisiana, just mainly along the Baton Rouge area, and So that's what you're seeing, the showers at forming also along the Gulf, and also you see another cluster of thunderstorms somewhere along the Florida Gulf Coast. So again, the ridge of high pressure is what's been responsible that you see here. We're dealing with the stationary boundary in portions of eastern Louisiana, and of course, what you're seeing is the high pressure ridge is high pressure ridge in the Gulf is what's been responsible for the dangerous heating humidity all across the area. Of course, we have a severe weather outbreak in portions of the central U.S., including the Great Plains region, the Midwest, what you're seeing there. So parts of the country is rather active. So fortunately, no active weather here, but it's a possibility that could change. So we've seen because once again, it turned out to be another dangerously hot and humid day for us all across the region, as heat indices reached or surpassed 110. So it was another brutal and dangerously hot and humid day for us. We've had a mix of sunshine and clouds from time to time, with daytime high temperatures soaring to the upper 90s, nearing 100. And right now, what you're seeing here with the temperature outside here on this Thursday night, this temperature is 86 degrees outside on this Thursday night with clear skies. We have a south wind at 5 miles per hour. Humidity is 66%. Dew point is 73 degrees. And with the heat index, with it being so humid outside, that's what gets the feels like heat index of temperature of 93 degrees. So it is feeling quite warm and muggy out here on this Thursday night. So it is awfully warm and muggy, and it is awfully warm and muggy even at this hour. Excuse me. So again, we have an excessive heat warning that goes into effect beginning tomorrow morning from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. We have an excessive heat warning. We've been under heat advisory. Heat advisory was allowed to expire at 8 p.m. this evening, but the excessive heat warning now goes into effect starting at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Hot temperatures and high humidity will bring dangerous levels of heat to the region through the weekend. Heat index values will likely climb above 105 degrees in most locations. Excuse me. So that means that we're gonna be stuck with some. So this is like I want to say at least the third or fourth time we've been under excessive heat warnings this summer. Scorching temperatures across the deep south, strong storms impacting Alaska. A prolonged period of hot temperatures remains on tap for the southern U.S. over the next few days. In some areas, high temperatures are forecast to climb to the A prolonged period of hot temperatures remains on tap for the southern U.S. over the next few days. In some areas, high temperatures are forecast to climb into the triple digits. A series of storms will bring strong winds and coastal impacts, including rip currents to portions of interior Alaska and along the western coast. Meanwhile, elevated fire weather conditions will be possible in Nevada. So first of all, because we have been so moist and rather wet the past few months, I just thought I'd go and share this with you guys here tonight. The latest U.S. drop monitor. Let's see where we stand. So we're beginning to get some concerns due to ongoing lack of rainfall all across the region. So Shreveport has not received a drop of rain since July 27th. That would be nearly almost 3 weeks ago. So we've gone nearly about 3 weeks without rain here in Shreveport. So it has been the past 2 to 3 weeks here the past nearly 3 weeks now have been rather dry, and that's been the result of constantly with very hot temperatures. That's been the case lately. So this is the latest drought monitor for what you see on the left. So what you see on the right is that this is from last Tuesday. This was issued. The one to the right was issued late last week. So Bossier and Caddo Parish, which has been the case all year, most of the year so far, has remained drought free. Only a portion of northeast Louisiana were in abnormally dry. Now what you're seeing here, and on portions of Bossier and Caddo Parish are experiencing. Bossier and Caddo Parish are experiencing abnormally dry conditions. We're not in the drought yet, so let us hope the drought conditions do not. Let's just hope the drought conditions do not worsen. So let us hope we get in some rain soon. And it appears that fortunately we could have some rain chances on the way within the next few days. I'll let you guys know exactly how much we could be expecting. If you go back to just a year ago during the same time, you'll notice the difference from between last year, what you see on the right, and this year, which is last year what you see on the right, and this year what you see on the left. So this time last year, much of the entire state was in some serious drought, leading to wildfires. And since we've received abundant moisture in recent weeks, so also our part of the state was also experiencing some sort of drought, and it was also abnormally dry. But so at the moment we are abnormally dry. So due to the ongoing lack of rainfall within the past 3 weeks, we're starting to see drought conditions expanding into the region. So let us hope we receive some. Let us hope we get in some. Let us hope we get in some measurable. Let us hope we get in some measurable rainfall real soon. Excuse me. So here is the very latest with. Here is the very latest with Ernesto. So I did learn. When I last talked to you guys last night, Ernesto was still a tropical storm. So Ernesto has so when I talked to you guys last night, and also when I made my weather post on Facebook earlier this morning, Ernesto was still a tropical storm, but earlier during the day, Ernesto had strengthened to a Category 1 hurricane. And at the moment, Ernesto has strengthened even further into a Category 2 storm. On Thursday of last week, that would be a week ago today, the National Hurricane Center noted that an area of low pressure could form in the central or tropical Atlantic. Later that day, they began tracking a tropical wave southwest of Cabo Verde. Shower activity associated with the wave began increasing 2 days later. That will be last Saturday the 10th, later showing signs of organization on August 11th, which will be last Sunday. As a result, later that day, the disturbance developed into a low-pressure area. As the system was expected to impact the Leeward Islands, it was designated potential tropical cyclone 5 soon after. The next day, the system organized enough to become a tropical storm, being named Ernesto. Ernesto would intensify as it moved through the Lesser Antilles, impacted the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. Favorable environment conditions allowed Ernesto to intensify further, becoming a hurricane on August 14th. That will be yesterday's date. Several main roads on the island of Guadeloupe were closed due to the storm. Sustained winds on the island of Culebra reached 86 miles per hour. Downed trees, blocked roads, and roofs were blown off. More than 45,000 customers lost power in the Virgin Islands as a result of hurricane-force wind gusts. The entirety of St. Croix and St. Thomas lost electricity. Over 728,000 households in Puerto Rico lost power around half of the island. An additional 235,000 households suffered water allergies. So, Ernesto intensified further with 100-mile-per-hour winds. So it is likely to become a very dangerous storm, even though it's out at sea. It has caused landfall on the islands of the Caribbean, but nowhere along the U.S. mainland. So, other than Ernesto at the week. So, fortunately, besides Ernesto, we currently do not have anything active in the tropics. So, Ernesto is the. So far, Ernesto is the only system we are dealing with at the moment. So, here's the very latest information on Hurricane Ernesto. Excuse me. So, Ernesto has strengthened Ernesto has become a hurricane. So, actually, yesterday, Ernesto. So I take that back. I take this back. Yesterday, Ernesto became a Category 1 hurricane, I take this back. Ernesto was still a tropical storm yesterday morning, but during the day yesterday, Ernesto intensified into a Category 1 hurricane. That's what I talked to you guys about last night. It must have been my video from Tuesday night, when Ernesto was still a tropical storm. Ernesto strengthened to a Category 1 hurricane on yesterday. And this morning, Ernesto was still a Category 1 hurricane. And earlier today, Ernesto intensified even further into a Category 2 storm. So here's the very latest with Ernesto. It is a Category 2 hurricane approximately 410 miles from Bermuda. And within the coming days, it is likely to reach Category 3 status. So the maximum sustained winds are 100 miles per hour with 120 miles per hour wind gusts. And the system is moving from the north-northeast at 16 miles per hour with barometric pressure 28.59 inches of mercury. So that is where Ernesto is right now. It is a Category 2 storm. And it could, and of course, I will keep you guys up to date throughout tomorrow if Ernesto intensifies even further. But fortunately, Ernesto doesn't seem to have any impact on our weather at the moment. We're just quiet, but we certainly could use some rain. But one thing for sure, we certainly could use some rain. So we just about done the entire first half of August without any rain, without a drop. Praying and hoping it can happen soon. And I do have rain chances in the forecast, and I do have at least slight rain chances in the forecast. And I'll let you guys know when I reach. I'm about to let you guys know that just shortly. So tonight we're expecting another extremely warm night. Normally we should be in the low 70s. We should be down to 73. Instead, we're going to be up to 80 degrees for. So we're not going to see temperatures dropping too much tonight. So it would be a very warm night. It would be a very warm night for us tonight with mostly clear skies. As we bottom out at 80 degrees. So tonight we're expecting a very warm night with mostly clear skies. Very warm with mostly clear skies tonight as we only bottom out at 80 degrees. So that's unusually warm for this time of year for a low temperature. Tomorrow, with the return of, once again with sunshine, dangerous heat will be the main thing. Otherwise, it's going to be mostly sunny and hot, with heat likely to be dangerous. So, dangerous heat is on the way tomorrow as we close out the work week, as we go into your Friday. So basically, all of this week has been rather hot and dry. It looks like tomorrow we will continue the hot and dry pattern. Much like what we've experienced basically through all of the week so far. So we've had triple digits at least 2 to 3 days in a row. And looks like tomorrow could be another day with temperatures in the triple digits added. So tomorrow, once again, we will likely exceed the century mark as we top it at 101 degrees. But it feels like with the heat index, remember the heat index will get as high as 111. So 111 degrees will be the heat index tomorrow. So please, folks, make sure you take it easy if you have to be outside. Limit outdoor activities to either early in the morning before and during sunrise or later in the evening during and after sunset. Excuse me. So limit all outdoor activities to either early in the morning before and during sunrise or later in the evening during and after sunset. So and also please remember the dangers of dehydration. Remember the dangers of dehydration, heat exhaustion, and heat stroke. How could those be caused? And also do your part. Like I mentioned last night's video, do your part. Take frequent breaks. Limit your time outdoors. Limit your time outdoors. Take frequent breaks, and drink plenty of fluids. Most importantly, drink plenty of water to keep yourselves and your loved ones hydrated when it comes to dealing with excessive heat. So we have an excessive heat warning tomorrow from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. So we have a high temperature tomorrow of 101. That's likely to be one of the hottest days of the year so far. So far, the hottest we've been all this year is 102. So we could be close to reaching that tomorrow. High temperature tomorrow 101. Heat index 111. So it is going to be hot. So please take it easy if you must be outside. We have a southwest wind at 7 miles per hour, and we're not expecting any rain. It should be a rather dry and hot conclusion to the week. So skies tonight should be mainly clear. So skies tonight should be generally clear. So skies should be mainly clear during overnight hours tonight, with temperatures falling to the low to mid 80s. So we should start out tomorrow morning 6 a.m. with a temperature of 80 degrees. That is unusually warm for this time of year for a low temperature. 9 a.m. tomorrow with a temperature of 80. We should be at 87 degrees around 9 a.m. tomorrow with mostly sunny skies. So we should be at 87 degrees. Excuse me. Noon tomorrow, we should be at 96 degrees with mostly sunny skies. Around noon tomorrow, we should be at 96 degrees. 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon with mostly sunny skies, we should be at 101. Please take it easy if you have to be outside. Limit your time outdoors. Dress lightly. Wear loosely light colored clothing. 6 p.m. tomorrow afternoon with mostly sunny skies, we should be at 99 degrees. 9 p.m. tomorrow night with mostly clear skies, we should be at 90 degrees. So tomorrow, like such has been the case through most of this week, doubt not. It is going to be, doubt not. Not a doubt. It is going to be. Not a doubt. It is going to be another hot day for us as we conclude this week. But summer's not over. So we still have at least another month or so to put up with the excessive heat and humidity. But again, tomorrow is going to be another dangerously hot day for us, where they have an excessive heat warning. And here's what the next 7 to 10 days have in store for us. After low temperature night, 80 degrees. Of course, that is unusually warm for this time of year. Tomorrow, going to your Friday as we wrap up the work week. Excuse me. Tomorrow, going to your Friday as we close out the work week. Going to your Friday tomorrow, it would be another day of dangerous heat. It would be mostly sunny. It would be a hot day with mostly sunny skies, similar to what we've experienced today, hot and dry so far. Expect another day of dangerous heat tomorrow as we conclude the week. Mostly sunny and hot tomorrow with the high of 101, low of 78, but the heat index 111. So it's good. So it's gonna be feeling quite as hot. We have a southwest wind at 7 miles per hour, and we're not expecting any rain tomorrow as we end the week. Excuse me. And of course, tomorrow we will continue. Of course, tomorrow we'll have another hot and dry day on tap. Now, so not only tomorrow, but Saturday, going into the upcoming Saturday, will also be we'll have another hot and dry day for us on tap. It would be expect another day of dangerous heat. Otherwise, it will be another hot day for us with partly cloudy skies. High of 102, low of 79, heat index 111. So that means you know that heat is going to be another dangerously hot day. So please take it easy if you must be outside. We have a west-southwest wind at 7 miles per hour, and we're not expecting any rain. It's all is quiet, all even going into your Saturday. But so the ridge of high pressure is going to move away from us a bit. This will finally allow. We'll still heat up, but at least we'll have some relief in here. At least we'll have chances of. At least slight chances of rain. Now going to your Sunday. Now Sunday ahead of the week front, it's going to be another dangerously hot day for us. So it will be a very hot day for us with partly cloudy skies. Expect a few thunderstorms in the afternoon. So please limit your time being outdoors. So we have another day of dangerous heat. But however, some relief from the heat could be on the way as soon as Sunday. With the high temperature of 106. Just keeping our fingers crossed and praying hopefully it does not get that hot. Because that's almost as hot as we were on most days during this time last year. In fact, today's high temperature of 100 was even hotter than what we saw last year when we had a high of 95. So going to your Sunday, it'll be another dangerously hot day for us. With partly cloudy skies, along with the slight chance of a shower thunderstorm or two. With the high of 106, low of 79, heat index 114. So we've seen heat index values as even hotter than that at some point earlier this summer. We have a southwest wind 6 miles per hour, chance of rain 20%. And it looks like a weak front will come through on Monday. Finally, by the time we get to Monday, we were seeing our high temperatures close to normal. So if you want some relief from the heat, it looks like Monday will be your better chances to experience some relief from the heat. So expect partly cloudy skies with a couple thunderstorms here and there. Partly cloudy skies with a few thunderstorms possible. With the high of 95, low of 76, heat index 103. Winds will be from the east at 6 miles per hour, chance of rain 40%. That's what I have for your Monday. And looks like that Tuesday, it would be a very warm day for us with mostly sunny skies, or a seasonally hot day for us with mostly sunny skies with a few thunderstorms, with the slight chance of a thunderstorm or two here and there, with the high of 97, low of 74, heat index 102, heat index 101. Winds will be from the east southeast at 6 miles per hour, chance of rain 20% going to your Tuesday. Wednesday, we have mostly sunny skies. It will be mostly sunny and hot, with a couple thunderstorms with a slight chance of a shower, another slight chance of a shower thunderstorm or two possible. With the high of 97, low of 70, heat index 103. Winds will be from the east southeast at 6 miles per hour, chance of rain 20%. That's for your Wednesday. And it looks like Thursday. How about that? No triple digits to be concerned with. It will be very warm with partly mostly cloudy skies, and then expect a slight chance of a shower thunderstorm or two possible. High of 97, low of 74. Winds will be from the southeast at 6 miles per hour, chance of rain 20%. So if you're excited about these slight rain chances, looks like we finally can have some rain on the way. So let's keep our fingers crossed and let us hope these, at least, like, some rain is better than no rain. That means some rain is better than no rain at all. So let us hope these small rain chances going into much of next week helps out, and then we'll dry out and heat up. We'll dry out and heat up. We'll dry out and heat things up for next Friday, which is the 23rd, with mostly sunny skies, high temperature close to 100, with no rain expected. By the time we get into next weekend, that will be Saturday. This will be Saturday the 24th. It will be hot with partly cloudy skies and a chance of showers and thunderstorms possible. Highs will be in the mid to upper 90s with the chance of rain 30%. And for Sunday the 25th, it will be mostly cloudy and hot with a better chance of showers and storms. It would be mostly cloudy. It would be hot with mostly cloudy skies, and expect showers and thunderstorms possible. Highs will be in the mid 90s, chance of rain 40%. So finally, after 2 to 3 very hot days, we finally get some. So after two very hot days on tap, we finally get some relief from the heat. I mean, some relief. So keep in mind, some is better than none at all. Some heat relief is on the some heat. So keep in mind, some is better than none. Some is better than none. Okay, y'all keep this phrase in mind. Some. I apologize for that sound in the background. Some is better than none. Okay, we should always get something. So far in the month of August, it has been hot. It is each day it has been hot. We've seen a high temperature of at least 96 degrees. Each of these first 15 days of this month, each of these 15 days of this month so far, our high temperature has been at least 96 degrees or better, reaching the century mark at least 4 to 5 times this month already. And I'll know for sure by tomorrow morning if we actually have reached 100. And if we did, then it would be the 10th time we reached the century mark this summer. It would be the 10th time we've reached the century mark this year so far. I will find out first thing tomorrow morning whether or not that number is official. So we have at least a few more very hot days on the way, and then as of right now, it looks like that most of next week it's not going to be a major cool down. At least it will have a front that will keep lowering rain chances in the forecast through most of next week with seasonal temperatures. So we'll have highs in the triple digits tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, and then that heat relief comes to us by time, and of course that relief from the triple digits, at least it will still be hot, but it won't be quite as so. As of right now, fortunately, going into next week should not be anywhere nearly as hot on us. So let us hope and pray for the better things down the road. Better things down the road. So again, we'll have highs in the triple digits for tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. And that will and that should be it with the excessive heat. And then we'll have a frontal boundary come through late in the weekend, and then a weak cold front that will come through late in the weekend into early next week. That will lower our daytime high temperatures. Instead of having highs in the triple digits, we'll have highs mainly in the mid to upper 90s, at least in the mid 90s. We'll have highs in the mid to upper 90s through much of next week. Beginning Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we have highs generally in the mid 90s through most of next week. At least we'll have our high temperatures close to, actually what is considered close to normal for this time of year. So keep in mind, so normal highs 95. So once again, we'll be above normal for. So again, we have highs in the triple digits tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. So it's going to be another very hot weekend for us. But fortunately, the heat relief could be on the way for us by the time we go into your Monday. We'll have high temperatures close to normal for Monday, and then we're back into the mid to upper 90s. We'll have at least highs in the mid to possibly upper 90s through most of next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So if you're happy to see the triple digits ease off, and also if you're happy to see the return of blowing rain, if you're happy to see the triple digits easing off after the weekend, then please comment 2 thumbs up, because now this doesn't mean that the heat is going to be gone forever for good, because we still have at least another full month of summer left. Now the heat index value, so we know that we have an excessive heat warning that's in effect from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. That's during the day tomorrow. Heat index with 111 for both tomorrow, which is Friday, and Saturday. Then it gets even hotter. It looks like Sunday's going to be the hottest we'll see after the next several days. Actual air temperature of 106. The heat index for Sunday could be as high as 114. That's going to be ahead of the front. So Sunday's going to be another brutally hot day for us. But we have that system coming through as we go into the start of next week. That will also, not only will we have lower daytime high temperatures, we will also have somewhat lower heat index value. So it'll still be hot and humid, but not as oppressive as what we're dealing with at the moment. We have 103 for Monday, 101 Tuesday, and 103 Wednesday, and only 99 Thursday. So we have more. So looks like by this time next week we should have more reasonable temperatures. Definitely looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to it. As opposed to seeing our high temperatures close to 100. I'd say we'll stay at least in the mid-90s through most of next week. The way things are looking as of right now. And now your rain chances. So both tomorrow and Friday. So both tomorrow and Friday are totally dry. So that will be the last of both. I'm sorry. Both tomorrow and Saturday should be totally dry, and then we'll start to seeing at least we'll have at least okay. One better part about our temperatures not being as hot going into next week is that there is at least a chance, a slight chance of a shower thunderstorm or two. Not, but this forecast, but it certainly would be nice for us to get some rain. But not everyone is going to see any. Not everyone is going to get. Not everyone is going to get the rain. Some of us may stay totally dry. Some of us may get a brief heavy downpour. Others will most likely stay dry. It's not for everyone. It's just it will be. And of course, by this time next week, we will be focusing on our more typical summertime pattern, the daytime heat and humidity that could set the stage up for a few clusters of a shower thunderstorm or two to develop. I have a 20% chance of rain for your Sunday, 40% chance for Monday. That would be the best rain chance I've seen in quite some time. And then we have 20% rain chances for Tuesday, Wednesday. So again, both tomorrow and Friday, we're not expecting any rain on either day. I have a 20% rain chance for Sunday, 40% for Monday, and then we'll have this typical 20% chances for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. So that means that the high pressure ridge weekend will still have daytime heat and humidity, but that could also lead up to a chance of showers and storms. Hopefully, your neck of the woods receives a good downpour on any day within the next few days. So if you do, and of course, estimated rainfall totals, it looks like they could actually receive about anywhere between a quarter to half an inch. So, and it would be nice for us to see at least a good downpour, as dry as it's been around here in Shreveport and Bossier City the past few weeks. So that basically sums up. Well, that basically sums up what I want to talk to you guys about. So remember, don't forget to stay cool. Don't forget to stay cool tomorrow. Don't forget to stay cool. Stay hydrated. Drink lots of water. Limit your time outdoors, and remember to use extreme caution if you have to be outside, even if you work outside tomorrow. So remember to get outside and do outdoor chores or whatever, either early in the morning before during sunrise or late in the evening during and after sunset. So remember the dangers of dehydration and heat stroke. So take it easy. So please take it easy, because we have another day of very excessive heat on the way tomorrow going into your Friday. So we close out the week with the excessive heat, some of the hottest temperatures we've seen so far this year, tomorrow and of course the weekend. And then the heat will ease off going into next week with temperatures more close to the seasonal levels, along with at least lowering rain chances of rain each day. So that would be something good for us to see. Hopefully we can benefit from the at least small rain chances. The best rain chance right now happens to be on Monday. So it would be nice for us to use some rain as dry as it's been recently, as hot and dry as it's been lately. And also, just remember to stay cool, take it easy. If you must be outside at any point during the day tomorrow. Well, for those of you that are looking back to now, it's exactly one week ago tonight. 1 week ago today was when all the fun, all the big Shreveport was finally beginning to see the change for the better. One week ago, during this exact time, 50 Cent's Human Harmony. It was the first day of the 50 Cent's Human Harmony Festival. exactly a week ago today was the actually a week ago earlier this afternoon a week ago, Thursday, August 8th, 50 Cent hosts a ribbon cutting ceremony at Festival Plaza to officially begin the signs of bigger, brighter, and bigger, better, and brighter, better, bigger, and brighter things to come to Shreveport. The 50 Cent's Human Harmony Festival. And also, exactly a week ago tonight was the first of many exciting events for all children, for children and adults of all ages. It was the comedy show, and it was held at the Municipal Auditorium exactly a week ago tonight. So one last chance. That's your one last moment to relive this year's Human Harmony Festival. For those of you that attended the biggest events that ever happened in history of the city of Shreveport. It was the biggest weekend of the entire year that had taken place exactly a week ago. Even though this is a regular weekend, it's still going to be a hot one. So, of course, we have just thank goodness. So, once again, I'd like to thank Mr. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson for putting on such an outstanding and wonderful, successful and outstanding event for people to for such an outstanding event for the entire city. A week ago today, ribbon cutting ceremony. A week ago tonight on the Human Harmony Festival, it was the comedy show. So, and also in tomorrow night's video, along with the National Day Calendar segment, which I always open my videos with, I will have the very latest of our ongoing hot and dry conditions. Don't forget, excessive heat warnings in effect from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. tomorrow. Also, that's a heat advice. The excessive heat warning is in effect from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. That's from the day tomorrow. That's excessive heat warning, and then, of course, late in the weekend to early next week, we start to see the return of rain chances, along with that and weak front that will a weak frontal system is likely to bring rain chances to the region that will knock off the excessive heat and send our daytime high temperatures back closer to normal, closer to just slightly above normal going into next week, along with at least a chance of a small shower thunderstorm or two. So let's keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully it all comes true with rain expected later this weekend, most likely on Sunday, with a better rain chance on Monday, along with temperatures easing back closer to normal for this time of year. Back to more favorable summer conditions, along with the rather than the excessive heat. Well, that will be all that I have for you guys here on this Thursday night. Once again, my name is Felton Parker. I am officially signing off here. You guys have a good night. You guys have a good night. Sleep peacefully. Take care of yourselves and each other. Most of all, remain blessed and stay safe. Thank you.